There's a glitch in the female mind, a biological backdoor that has existed for over 200,000 years. She doesn't want you to know it exists. Society tells you it doesn't exist. But Niccolò Machiavelli saw it centuries ago and understood it clearly. He knew that human nature, man or woman, is not driven by gratitude or kindness. It is driven by fear, desire, and the relentless pursuit of power. Strip away morality and you see what truly moves people. Most men are playing a childish game of please and thank you. They believe that if they are nice enough, safe enough, and always available, she will love them. That belief is the lie destroying them. That is why you are ignored. That is why your messages are left unread, because you are feeding her logic instead of her instinct. Attraction does not live in reason. It lives in the nervous system. Here is the cold truth. A woman does not fall in love with a man she can control. She falls for the man who understands the architecture of her weaknesses better than she does. She craves the man who can exploit these weaknesses not to hurt her, but to lead her. Leadership is not kindness. Leadership is direction, certainty, and psychological gravity. In the next few minutes, you will learn the 7 psychological weaknesses every woman possesses. These are not pickup lines. These are Machiavellian levers designed to bypass her rational mind. When pulled correctly, these levers trigger a visceral, almost chemical need for your presence. But here is the warning. Once you see the matrix behind her eyes, you cannot unsee it. You will never look at relationships the same way again. And the 7th weakness is the one that terrifies men the most. Yet it is the only one that guarantees absolute loyalty. Let's begin. Weakness 1 is the addiction to emotional variance. Machiavelli wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." Forget politics and look at attraction. The modern man believes his job is to keep her happy, to keep the waters calm, to be a steady stream of validation and comfort. He believes stability creates desire. What happens instead is boredom. She creates drama out of thin air. She starts fights over nothing. A towel on the floor becomes a battlefield. This is not irrational, it is biological. The female nervous system is not designed for flat emotional lines. It is designed to detect change in the environment. Constant predictability signals stagnation, not safety. If you are always good, always agreeable, always present, you become invisible. You turn into background noise. You are the hum of a refrigerator that fades into silence. Her weakness is a biological addiction to emotional variance. She craves dopamine spikes, and dopamine is not released when she gets what she wants, but when she anticipates it. Dopamine is released in anticipation, not certainty. It spikes when she wants something but isn't sure she will get it. That uncertainty creates focus, obsession, and emotional charge. This is why you must master the pullback. When you are with her, be fully present. Look into her eyes. Make her feel like the only woman in the world. Give her intensity, but then you must withdraw, not out of malice, but with purpose. You go silent. You focus on your mission. You do not explain yourself or apologize for being unavailable. You don't text back instantly. You don't chase reassurance. This creates a gap between the high of your presence and the reality of your absence. And in that gap, tension forms. She begins to wonder, is he mad? Did I lose him? What is he doing? Her mind fills the silence with imagination, and imagination is far more powerful than logic. Here is the dark psychology, that anxiety is attraction. She mistakes the adrenaline of uncertainty for the butterflies of love. Confusion becomes emotional investment. She will chase you to close the gap. She will work to regain the version of you she felt connected to. If you are always available, there is nothing to work for. Human beings do not value what is free. Value is created through effort, risk, and uncertainty. Desire fades when reward is guaranteed. Use variance. Be the storm, not the shelter. Calm is comforting, but intensity is memorable. And what is memorable is what is desired. Weakness 2 is the desire to submit to competence. Let's remove political correctness. In the primal brain, every woman has a weakness for a man who can override chaos. This is not about force or control. It is not about domination or arrogance. That is insecurity pretending to be strength. This is about certainty and decision. Modern life is exhausting. Endless choices, constant pressure, social calculations, emotional noise. Her mind is overloaded. Autonomy becomes a burden. Her weakness is this exhaustion. She wants a captain. When a storm hits a ship, the crew does not want a debate. They want someone to point and say, "We go left." No hesitation, no emotional discussion. Just direction. Competence is the ultimate aphrodisiac because it signals safety through strength. When you say, "I'm picking you up at 8, wear the black dress. We're going downtown," you are not being controlling. You are removing weight from her shoulders. You are signaling that you have a plan, that you understand reality, and that you can navigate it. Most men don't lead. They ask for permission at every step. Where do you want to eat? Can I kiss you? Are you mad? Stop asking. Read the room and execute. Leadership is silent confidence, not verbal negotiation. She will test you, every woman does. Not because she is cruel, but because she needs to know if you are solid. Tests are inspections, not attacks. She may act cold. She may challenge your opinion. She may throw a tantrum. All of it asks one question: are you strong enough to handle me? If you crumble, apologize, or become emotional, you fail the test. You reveal that you are not the captain. You are just another passenger. And she cannot submit to a passenger. She wants to surrender, but only to a man who trusts his own judgment more than he fears her disapproval. Weakness 3 is the curiosity for the shadow. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must appear moral, but be capable of entering darkness when necessary. This is the archetype of the dangerous man. There is a reason women write letters to criminals in prison and ignore the nice guy next door. The nice guy is harmless. And in a dangerous world, a harmless man is useless. Safety does not come from softness. It comes from controlled power. Her weakness is the shadow. She needs to know you could be dangerous, but choose not to be. That choice is what makes you trustworthy. Virtue without strength is not virtue, it is fear. But strength under control is attractive because it signals protection and depth. If you are incapable of aggression, you have no edge. You are flat. And flat men are easy to ignore in a complex world. You must show teeth occasionally. Don't laugh at every joke. Don't allow disrespect just to keep the peace. When a boundary is crossed, your demeanor must shift instantly. Calm or cold, controlled, no shouting, no explaining, just presence. She needs to see that switch. Beneath the suit, there must be a savage on a leash. That contrast is what creates tension and desire. She wants to know that she is the only one who can tame that beast, that your aggression is aimed at the world, not at her. This creates safety through contrast. If you have no shadow, you have no depth. You become a flat surface, and flat surfaces are easy to slide across and forget. She will move past you in search of a man with edges, cracks, and a darkness she can explore without being consumed by it. Weakness 4 is the obsession with the unresolved narrative. The human brain hates open loops. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. We remember unfinished stories far more than completed ones. Cut a movie before the climax, and it stays in your head for days. Most men destroy attraction by oversharing. They unload their entire life story on the first date and close every emotional loop. They explain how they feel, what they want, their trauma, their plans. Nothing is left to discover. Mystery dies instantly. She receives the full script before the opening scene is over. Once she knows the ending, her curiosity disappears. Her weakness is the puzzle. She needs gaps, silence, and unanswered questions. Mystery is fuel for desire. Machiavelli advised rulers to hide their true intentions until action. The same principle applies here. When she asks, "What did you do today?" don't give her a schedule. Say, "I handled some things. It was interesting," and move on. When she asks, "Do you like me?" don't confess devotion. Smirk and say, "You're growing on me." Stay vague. Stay calm. Let her imagination work. As long as she is trying to figure you out, she is investing energy in you. The moment she believes she fully understands you, tension dies. And when tension dies, attraction decays. Give breadcrumbs, not the whole loaf. Her imagination will create a version of you more compelling than reality ever could. Weakness 5 is the hunger for pre-selection. This is pure biology. A woman cannot evaluate every man herself, so she relies on social proof. If you enter a room and women ignore you, you are invisible to her. But if other women look at you, smile at you, or engage you, your value rises instantly. Machiavelli understood that reputation is power. A prince is judged by the company he keeps. Attraction follows the same law. Her weakness is mimetic desire. She wants what others want. If other women desire you, you must have value. This is not manipulation. It is a shortcut wired into the brain for survival and mate selection. You must cultivate abundance, not by cheating, but by being comfortable around women and not starving for attention. If you act like she is the first woman you have seen in years, you signal desperation. Scarcity repels desire. But if you act like a man with options, a man who is choosing her rather than clinging to her, competition is triggered. Women are fiercely competitive with each other. A prize no one wants is discarded. A prize everyone wants is protected. Signal abundance subtly. Mention a female colleague. Reference a conversation with a female friend. Do not brag. Drop it casually as part of your reality. Sarah mentioned something interesting the other day. Watch her attention sharpen. Who is Sarah? Her curiosity wakes up. Her competitive instinct activates. You have reminded her that you are a limited resource. Scarcity creates value. She now wants to secure her position, not because you asked her to, but because her instincts demand it. You have activated pre-selection, one of the most powerful psychological shortcuts in attraction. Weakness 6 is the fear of the void. This is the darkest one to accept. Women use attention as currency. They receive it constantly and learn to depend on it. A beautiful woman can receive more attention in an hour than most men get in years. She becomes the sun, and men orbit her endlessly. When you orbit her, you are just another object in her gravity. Predictable, replaceable, forgettable. Her weakness is the black hole, the man who does not orbit. The man who does not reflect her light but absorbs it. You must not react to her beauty like other men. She posts a revealing photo. Silence. She wears something provocative. You notice but do not worship. You look her in the eyes, not her body. When you deny the validation she expects, you create a glitch in her reality. Why isn't he reacting? Why isn't he chasing? Doubt forms and doubt redirects her attention inward. This is Machiavelli's concept of autonomy. You exist outside her frame. You are not emotionally reactive to her moods. Most men move when she moves, panic when she cries, melt when she smiles. You must be still. You absorb her energy, but you do not return it unless it is earned. Attention becomes a reward, not a guarantee. When you withdraw attention, she feels cold. She feels absence. She feels the void. And she will act to fill it. She will dress better, text more, try harder, use the void strategically. When she acts entitled, do not argue. Do not explain. Remove the light. Let her sit in the cold until she learns your warmth is a privilege, not a right. Control attention, and you control the emotional climate. Weakness 7 is the craving for absolute stoicism. This is the final and most powerful weakness, the desire for the immovable object. Machiavelli wrote that fortune is a woman, changing like the wind. To master fortune, you must not change with her. Women feel deeply the highs, the lows, the chaos. There is a storm inside them. They do not want another storm. Women feel deeply the highs, the lows, the chaos. There is a storm inside them. They do not want another storm. They want an anchor. A man who is calm when they are emotional. Present without being overwhelmed. Her deepest weakness is a man who cannot be moved. One who remains centered regardless of pressure. This is not emotional emptiness. It is emotional mastery. Feeling without being controlled by feeling. She will test this relentlessly. She will provoke, challenge, and push boundaries to see if you break. She may try to make you jealous or angry, not out of malice, but to test your strength. If she can shatter your frame with a comment, she cannot trust you. If she can control your emotions with a message, you are weak in her eyes. But if her storms crash into you and you remain steady, something shifts inside her. Your stillness becomes gravity. Her chaos begins to collapse into your frame. She rests in your strength because she is tired of carrying the storm alone. She wants to lean on a chest that does not tremble under pressure. This is what creates loyalty that lasts, not fear, not obsession, but trust in your center. Listen closely. These 7 weaknesses, variance, competence, shadow, mystery, pre-selection, the void, and stoicism, are not separate tricks. They are facets of a single identity, the identity of a high-value man who does not need her, but chooses her. A man who is not afraid to lose her is the man she fears losing. Detachment creates leverage. He operates by his own code, not society's expectations, not emotional pressure, not fear of rejection. Machiavelli did not write The Prince to help people make friends. He wrote it to help them build empires. Your life is your empire. Your mind is your throne. Order must exist or chaos will rule. If you invite a woman into your empire, she must live by your laws, not vandalize them. You are told to be soft, to be endlessly vulnerable, to put her on a pedestal. Look at where that advice has led you. Confused, replaceable, powerless. It is time to descend into the dark so you can finally see the light. It is time to use her nature against her defenses, not to harm her, but to pass through them. To bypass the wall she keeps for nice guys and walk through the front door of her psyche. Remember the glitch, the back door, the truth no one tells you. She wants you to win. She tests, resists, and pushes, hoping you are strong enough to push back. She is waiting for the man who does not fold. She is waiting for the prince. So, are you going to keep chasing? Keep begging for scraps of attention? Or will you stand still, become the black hole, and let the universe revolve around you? The choice is yours. Once you start applying these principles, everything changes. Texts, looks, the dynamic, everything shifts almost immediately. You will feel a surge of power. Do not let it go to your head. Stay the course. Remain the fox. Remain the lion. Strategic, patient, calculated. If you are ready to stop being a spectator in your own life and become the director, mastery over the dark psychology of human interaction is essential. Lock this knowledge in. Comment the password below. 2 words, no orbit. Write it down. Remember it. This is your declaration. No orbit means you are done revolving around others. It means you are the sun, not a satellite. It means gravity works one way, from you outward. I will be reading the comments. I will know who is part of the 1% who actually gets it and who is just passing through. Subscribe. Turn on the bell. The game has changed. Make sure you are playing by the new rules. The truths here are uncomfortable. They challenge social norms, nice guy conditioning, and cultural myths about relationships. But power, influence, and high-value attraction are not won through kindness alone. They are won through understanding human psychology. These 7 weaknesses are your keys. Master variance, competence, shadow, mystery, pre-selection, the void, and stoicism. Combine them, integrate them. Become a man who embodies all 7. One who does not chase, but chooses. Who is not reactive, but deliberate. This is not about cruelty. It is about structure, control, presence, leadership over yourself and your domain. Your life, your relationships, your empire, everything responds to the man you choose to become. Once you internalize this, you will see the world differently. You will see the mechanics of desire, power, and loyalty with clarity few ever achieve. You have been told to be soft, to be vulnerable, to revolve around others' moods and expectations. Look where that has brought you. Confusion, disappointment, invisibility. It is time to rise. Time to understand that attraction, loyalty, and influence are guided by psychological levers, not platitudes. Descend into the dark so you can finally see the light. Use her nature against her defenses. Walk through the front door of her psyche. Remember the glitch, the back door. She wants you to win. She tests, resists, pushes, hoping you are strong enough to push back. She waits for the man who does not fold, the man who does not chase needily, the man who is patient, deliberate, unshakable, stands still, Become the black hole. Let the universe revolve around you. Once you master this, everything changes. Texts, looks, attraction, and the dynamic itself. You will feel a surge of power. Do not let it inflate your ego. Remain the fox, remain the lion. Strategic, calm, and centered. Stop being a spectator. Become the director of your own life. Master the dark psychology that rules human interaction. Lock it in. Comment the password. No orbit. 2 words. This is your declaration. You are done revolving around others. You are the sun. Gravity works one way. From you outward. Subscribe. Turn on the bell. The game has changed. Play by the new rules. Understand this. Attraction, power, and influence are not acts of kindness. They are mastery over human nature. Your life is your empire. Your mind is your throne. Invite her in, yes, but she must live by your laws, not destroy them. Authority is attractive. Softness is forgettable. 7 weaknesses: variance, competence, shadow, mystery, pre-selection, the void, and stoicism are not tricks. They are the pillars of a high-value man. Integrate them. Become a man who does not need her, but chooses her, who is not afraid to lose her, which makes her terrified to lose him. This is not cruelty. This is control, structure, leadership, and presence. Your empire, your relationships, your influence, everything responds to the man you become. The loop closes. She wants you to win. She wants to see your strength. She is testing, pushing, resisting, not to break you, but to discover if you are the prince she seeks. Now the choice is yours. Will you chase scraps of attention, or will you stand firm, become the black hole, and let the universe revolve around you? The decision defines your empire.